Hey guys, WaifuGate here. So today we're going to be doing another deck guide. This time it's over a list that I got from Sidetrack is Bad. So Sidetrack is very active on Twitter and they do MTGA streams just about every day to my knowledge. I'll try to include their link down below. If I'm doing my job right, it'll be there. And I'll also have an exportable list as well down below, and there'll also be a timestamp to jump right into the gameplay if you guys are down with that. And so what I'll be doing today is going over the how the deck functions, its goals, good matchups, bad matchups, and how to sideboard, and of course the gameplay that I just mentioned. So let's dig into the list. What does it do? So we use the early game to ramp up with Growth Spiral, Uro, and Explore. We have a few board wipes, 3 of them. And then we have a lot of tutor cards. So tutors are things that either search your deck or outside of the game for win cons or combo pieces, etc. That's the term, right? So basically, we split our tutors up for Masterminds and Fae for 2 reasons mainly. The first being Emergency Ultimatum. If you have all of your tutor pieces, like let's say you have 2 or 3 copies of Masterminds in your hand and you can't Emergency Ultimatum for that, then it just kind of bricks. So we basically split up the ways that we can search for our sideboard and our deck for combo pieces so that this card becomes more effective. The other reason is that if the opponent is running something like Chromatic Black and Historic, then we aren't able to get there basically because they can Necromentia our win cons. Like if they go Necromentia Masterminds Acquisition, they get to exile all copies of that. So if we split that up instead into Fae of Wishes and Masterminds, then we can kind of guarantee that even if the opponent exiles 2 or 3 of our combo pieces, like Masterminds or Fae, then we can still get there. That's the idea behind splitting those 2 up. Also, like Fae has recurability, like you can play it as a creature after fetching something from your sideboard, etc., and bounce it back to your hand. And this is pretty important with like Omniscience once we get that combo rolling. So what's the combo? So we talked about the early game and stuff, ramping, dealing with the board presence, and then we try to combo. What does that mean? We go Emergency Ultimatum into Plane-Wide Celebration, Liliana, and Omniscience. That's what we usually try to target. So what this does is it forces the opponent to choose between giving us the Liliana combo, which they cannot give us. Like if they do that, they lose. So usually it's Plane-Wide Celebration and Omniscience that we get, and then the Liliana isn't cast, usually. That's usually what happens. Because if this happens, then we can proliferate 4 times, and then we're able to ulti off on Liliana and the opponent just loses on the spot. They can't really come back from having 1 permanent. It's just too much. Or like one land, basically. They can have 1 creature, 1 land, 1 planeswalker. So basically what this allows us to do is if we Emergency Ultimatum and we get Omniscience, we can combo off. We usually have to have a Masterminds Acquisition or a Fae in hand as we go to cast the Ultimatum for this to be like guaranteed. But you can get there like 7 ways to Sunday with this deck. It's insane. Because if you have like Growth Spiral, if you have any type of draw, Migration Path, etc., you can just keep playing cards. And eventually the goal is to Fae of Wish or Masterminds into Masterminds. Like you cast like 2 to 3 copies of this, right? And then you Masterminds for Scholar of Ages, which allows you to cast 2 Masterminds or put 2 Masterminds from your graveyard back to your hand, and then you Masterminds again for Thousand Year Storm, Masterminds, and then you get your whole sideboard and just kill the opponent. Like you can make them mill with Overflowing Insight because you've just stormed and cast so many spells this turn. You basically just get to have fun at that point. I added Zakama in because I just like Zakama to play it, to do the meme with Ali Eldrazi. Boom, you know, it's just fun for me. So the other part of the sideboard, so most of this you'll never bring in from your best of 3 experience. Like you'll never sideboard in these cards for the most part. You're going to keep them in the sideboard, and Swan Song is your only sideboard card, pretty much. So counter target enchantment, instant, or sorcery spell. Its controller creates a 2/2 bird token with flying. So this basically just comes in against like Field of the Dead, other control lists that just sort of like mess with you a lot. Thought Distortion is also worth mentioning here for the sideboard card. If you're against like a blue-white counter spell control player that just only runs counter spells and like no win cons, etc. Like they have Teferi 5, but you know what I mean. Like if you're running into that type of a situation, this is really good, and Thought Distortion's worth mentioning. But that's pretty much it. You just learn different intricacies between certain cards. How, like when you can go off, you'll get a feel for that playing the deck. Pretty much it's like as soon as you can cast Ultimatum and you have a Mastermind in hand, you win. If the opponent can't do anything. Like if you're against aggro, it's just free. That's so fun. This deck can be set up for best of one. If that's the case, if that's your goal, I'd probably add in more sweepers. Basically like maybe Cry of Carnarium for goblins would be the biggest up, but Languish, Soot, all of this stuff is also pretty good. Like Languish is probably the second best sweeper, next to Cry for best of one, I would say. Even against like Chromatic Black, if you're running into that, because I think Crokies was running that list a while back. The Cry exiles the Solemn Simulacrums, so they don't get to draw any cards either. Well, that's pretty much how it goes. Good matchups, bad matchups. Goblins are terrible, but they're less common in best of three to my knowledge. And then we've got like Field of the Dead, which we're pretty favored against because they can't really combo off and get their lands going by the time we get to combo, especially without the +1 Scape Shift Teferi Time Raveler cheese that used to happen. That doesn't happen anymore, so less people are running Scape Shift. So I think that matchup's fine. U-White Auras is another big one. That one's not terrible, but we do struggle to answer their combo pieces, like their dude that just draws a card every time they play an aura. Like that guy's hard to kill. So I would say like make adjustments maybe to that in your sideboard, but being able to counter the enchantments with like Swan Song, sometimes you can kind of get there, but it's just a little tough because we can't counter their like creatures. So, but I think green-white auras is a little, or not green-white, U-white, like blue-white auras is a little less common in best of three, but I'm not sure. I haven't played the format enough to get a feel for that or done a lot of research yet. It's a format that I'm slowly dipping into. Usually I'm a standard dude, but this last week has been historic. Most of my deck guides are historic. What other matchups are there? Like just Gruul aggro is pretty okay. We have enough sweepers and we can combo off pretty fast. Mostly it's just goblins that's a terrible matchup, I would say. Everything else is pretty even or even favored by us. And like I would say just mess with the sideboard a lot. Sacrifice more of these like one of answers and stuff if you need to, but keep the combo pieces. Like obviously cut Zakama if you really need room for actual sideboard cards, like cut Zakama for like Thought Distortion, even though it'll make me and Ali Eldrazi very, very sad, and all of the Zakama lovers sad. But that's the sacrifice that you have to make sometimes. And then you could also push this into a best of one format, like in that direction by taking out the Swan Songs, more one of answers, and more sweepers in the main deck. And maybe a sweeper or two in the sideboard to grab, like cheap ones. So that being said, we're going to jump into the gameplay. So hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. This looks okay, aside from not having any black mana in sight. This is against mono white auras as well. Oh, maybe it's not. Wait. Flyers? I mean, you got a 51% chance to draw a land here. Need to draw into a land here. There we go. Perfect. I was gonna bounce this to slow them down. The toggle. Oh yeah, yeah. Advanced scan mode. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Hushbringer. All right. I block here all day. Did you forget that I could block? Cool. Maybe just chill out here. I like the Hushbringer tech for Gobos, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, golly. Top deck Black Source here. Okay. Now I need Languish off the top one time. Heart of the cards. Whoosh. Both hands. Whoosh. That's close. I could just, like, commence, right, and block this. And unless they have Brazen Borrower, I'm probably fine. Alright, this is the part where we go to the next phase. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I have a 5/5 on the ground. What am I gonna get off of this? Like the tutor card? Really wish this was Grim Tutor right now. For next turn, yeah. Don't need to do it now. Nah, yeah, I shouldn't have. Hopefully they go and get like Spell Pierce with that. Mastermind for Mastermind. Mastermind outside of the game right now. Woo! And then Mastermind again. And then Mastermind again. Woo! No, it's good. It's good. Karns. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think we just lose now. Alright, I'm just winning with this creature. It's fine. Grab extra turn, you would have won. Yeah. Fair. LOL. Yeah. Souping him up. That doesn't do it though. That ain't good enough, son. Or daughter. I still win with this 11-11. What an exciting matchup. What a finale. I was just a little worried on my timer there, to be honest. Hushbringer. Classic case of RTC. Read the card. This is a really fun list, though. I like it. Ooh, I've got heartburn, man. That curry hit me hard today. Oof. Usually it's my second meal, so the heartburn doesn't hit me until I go to sleep, which is the best time, you know? Yeah. Yeah, absolute comedy of errors for sure. Just like Sidetrack had the right play, like Karns would have won us the game because they can't block our dude, right? Like, boom, we win. Like, his instinct was correct even though he didn't even if he didn't know that it was the correct play because it was lethal, and it just felt like the right thing to do, the intuition was there. I just didn't know. I didn't do the math, and then chat was like, yo, what about the lethal though? And chat lethal was actually chat lethal for once. Not to bash on you guys. It's just a meme, you know? Not winning instantly is just the flex, yeah. Pretty much, Drax. That's exactly what happened. Alright, so we're gonna do a giveaway. Now, how the giveaways work on this channel is I go full screen so I don't flash the codes like prep coin. That's the first step. Alright. Second step is we show the message here. Giveaway, creep chomp, right? Now the third part is you guys get to do creep chomp to enter, right? And then if you win the giveaway, you get the code no matter what, so you get the code. But sometime down the line, you 1v1 me. That's how we do the code giveaways here. Alright? That's what's up. And you get to pick standard, brawl, historic, etc. and set some stipulations if you want to for fun. Usually if it's toward the end of the stream, I will prefer best of one so we can get more of these viewer games in though. Because we'll do like a rally at the end of it. Where we'll do like 3 or 4 giveaways right in a row. But how's everyone days? How is everyone days? Wait, how's everyone day? How do I speak? How do I do this sentence? How do I formulate this? How has everyone's day been? Day, not days. There we go. Peace. I don't know why I was trying to tag on an S there. You woke up this morning and that's a problem. That sounds like a problem that everyone has. How been everyone days? Yep. I did start the giveaway, right? Okay, giveaway started. Good. Very good. Very good, WaifuGate. Let's take a sip of water. Welcome back, Joe. 4 hours of streaming, yeah. Well, I had to get up early this morning and I only had like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And I slammed out a YouTube video as soon as I woke up, like before I even got coffee. So, kind of a weird day for me. Ooh. Yeah, pretty much. I've been trying to figure it out. Honestly, I think that I just have to start my stream a bit later. Until like the sleep set, because I think part of it is knowing that I can't get up for my next stream in time, most likely. Like the chances are low, and that stresses me out. Does that make sense? And then the stress makes it so I can't sleep. So I think what I do is I just don't care when I start my stream soon, and I just start it whenever I wake up, right? And then, like I'll be able to fix it this weekend. At some point on Monday or Tuesday, I'll be able to fix it. Because I have both of those days off, so. Usually I take Mondays off for YouTube to crank out 4 videos. And then on Tuesday, I have my actual day off. Which is a good budget deck that doesn't use wildcards that will rotate. Is it Prowess? It's pretty okay. Now the problem with rotation-proof lists is that there's going to be a list that might like outdate it, like anyway. I would say like Cycle's really, really budget and cheap. I would say that Cycle is pretty decent. Like if you're just looking for a, like, it depends on like what you want to do for one. Like, are you looking for a thing to climb the ladder with? Are you looking for a deck just to do dailies with? Are you like, what are you looking for, like daily wins or whatever? Because you can do like Treasure Hunt really cheap. For example, like this is the best budget deck for like historic. Where is it? Right here. This is one rare and then a bunch of commons. You see the other Omni list you sent? I didn't. I think the giveaway blew it out of the water. The link. I've only seen the one list. You think it's better? Okay, yeah. Throw it out. You've been crushing with a mono green all the way to gold. Yeah, that too. Crokies hates Jeskai Cycle. Yeah, it's just a really, really cheap budget deck. I think I will climb and get some good base cards to get a better deck. Okay, so something that you can climb with a little bit, do dailies with, etc. So you want a good all-arounder. Does this have Languish? Oh, it only has 2 Languish. Oh, F, dude. Yeah, this is the one that Paper Bag was running, I think. Aside from he had like Lazav and some other weird stuff. 4 Swan Songs, huh? I don't think I have those, unless they were in part of the anthology that I didn't grab, or whatever it's called. You made it for best of 3? Okay, so I won't need the doves if I do best of 3. That's good. I think that's all I'm missing. No, I'm missing an Omni. I have the 4 Swan songs. Look at that. Look at that. What don't I have? The extra Omni? Oh no. Yeah, Ramp Ultimatum, yeah. Like that way you can use your Swan songs to play anything else. Okay. I want Sakama. Yeah, now it's Ali. I made an Ali deck, guys. I got it right here. This is the tech. Alright. We got some spicy bases to work with at least. I think I remember popping in for a second on your stream, like lurking and seeing you work on this for a minute. Yeah, I would say Cycle's good. Adventures, I think most of it doesn't rotate, but I'm not sure. Like, a lot of the good cards rotate for it, like a lot of the combo pieces and such. Because Eldraine doesn't rotate, but like... I don't know, like a lot of the stuff that you want to wish for with Fae does. And a lot of the key pieces potentially rotate, potentially. Like, I don't know, I said potentially too much, I apologize, I'm tired. First I add in wish cards, then I play reasonable... costed combo cards, some ramp, then overcosted bombs. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, add in wish cards, etc. Yeah, pretty much. So when you ultimatum, can you pick like Fae of Wishes as the sorcery adventure part? I think you can, right? It doesn't auto default to the creature, does it? You get to choose. So you could go like Fae, Masterminds, and then like whatever. Like usually it's Liliana, Planeswide, and then like Omni. And you're like, good luck, kid. It's that type of list. Like, I feel like this needs to be teched. If it's going to be for best of one, teched with, like, cries and or, like, more languish for goblins. Like, just so you don't die. But that deck's so hard to deal with, man. Honestly. So this is, like, BO3, Omni, Wish. One-off pieces. Try adding 2 of each. Yeah, that way you can mastermind. Like, that way you can Omni for the other stuff that you don't have. Like, then at that point you can go Fae of Wishes, Liliana, Planeswide, or whatever. So yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, we still have a giveaway going. Here, guys. Here, let me go full webcam. So here's how the giveaways work, because it's been a minute. I forgot that we had a giveaway because we were looking at a fancy list. Creep Chomp to enter. If you win the giveaway, you get the code automatically. But sometime down the line, you duel me. That's the deal. Doesn't have to be today, doesn't have to be tomorrow, doesn't have to be next week. But at some point, we throw down. Alright? And it can be standard or brawl or whatever, it doesn't matter. Standard, historic, brawl, etc. Any format. So I'll give you guys like another, like, probably minute, I would say. I'm actually going to give you guys 2 minutes. I'm going to go use the restroom. I just need to take a quick break. So I appreciate you guys being awesome and patient. Also, check out Sidetrack, the dude that's just throwing lists at me like mad. Sidetrack is bad. He's pretty awesome. He also streams Magic exclusively. And if you guys want a list for Singleton, check out that link. It also has a video guide if you're curious on how the list works. I've been putting up a new YouTube video every single day as well, and subscriptions there really help the channel here. And I'll be right back. Appreciate you guys. And thanks for the follow, Garg. Appreciate it. Alright. Last call for the giveaway. Creep Chomp to enter. If you win, you get to 1v1 me at some point. Whenever you want. You message with me on Discord, you're like, yo, waifu. I know it's your day off, but I want to 1v1 you. I'll do it. Maybe. Timer has... Wait, it didn't actually go off? Did it go off? Did the timer go off? And it was really obnoxious for a while? I'm really sorry if that happened. Oh my goodness. Did it go off? Oh god. I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna do the giveaway. Oops. It only lasts for like 5 seconds. It's so loud though, man. It's so loud. Alright, so I'm gonna DM you this code on Twitch. I DM you the code. So here you go. Hi. Hi. So, would you like your 1v1 match now or later? So you should have the code in your DMs. I feel like this type of a list is more consistent than Chromatic Black in some aspects. Like, I think Chromatic Black is slightly better against aggro. And this deck is better against Chromatic Black. And like other types of greedy decks, like this can outgreed it just by comboing off. So... Alright, so since there's no response for the viewer battle, I'm just gonna queue up best of one and try to work this list out. I could probably change the sideboard if I'm doing best of one instead of best of three without the swan songs. But since I have the swan songs, maybe I'll just try it in best of three to dodge gobos. This looks okay. I have a lot of the combo pieces in my hand already. I guess I can get this for the other piece. If this is a counterspell deck, it's going to be pretty hard. It looks like it might just be Field of the Dead, though. That's 2 slow lands so far. So I'm just going to explore here, I think. Just play the sorcery speed card, and then I can cast 2 growth spirals at the end of their turn instead. That's interesting. So how do I do this? I think I need to ramp first, right? This thing seems like it could one-shot me. Oh. I know who you are now. So this doesn't have defender. Okay, nice. So I can ultimatum? Yo, dude, I did it. Look at me, sidetrack. Sidetrack, are you looking?
Stop calling me that.
Sidetrack. Proud of me. And thanks for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Choose wisely. I just get citizens, right? This doesn't help me very much. Zakama! Do I mill myself with this? Do I have anything that gives these guys haste? Yeah, I know. I can just insight for the win. I know. I want to do this first, though. Enjoy. Enjoy, comrade. So hopefully that was helpful. Seeing some gameplay and such. Now you notice that was best of one, not best of three. I'm working this list into being a best of one list, I think, first, and then I might push it into best of three. I think I'm more comfortable with the idea of a wish/tutor list in best of one. But that means we have to consider goblins very heavily, because if we can't win against goblins, we can't climb, right? So I'm going to be doing that pretty soon, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. Like maybe we'll do an update on the video guide or whatever, have another video soon. But hopefully this was helpful, gives you some insights on how to play the deck, how it can combo off, and even through a Hushbringer, how we can fight through that. I punted pretty heavily there by not grabbing the Karn's Temporal Sundering, because I had lethal, I just don't see it sometimes as a control player. It's something I'm working on. That being said, there'll be an end panel here if you want to click subscribe, really helps the channel a lot. And there'll be some more content too if you want to click the next video. And yeah, I will catch you guys for the next video, and thank you for checking out this one.